There are three parts to making a table of contents. Part 1, setting up your document. The second part, inserting your table of contents. And finally, Part 3, formatting your table of contents so that it looks nice and professional. Let's go on and get started with Part 1. Part 1, setting up your document. Setting up your document is really easy. You will need three tools though. You're going to need the navigation pane, you're going to need the styles box, and you're going to need to turn on the paragraph markers. So first things first, let's get the navigation pane. We click View and then Navigation pane. The navigation pane will show us the structure of our future table of contents. It's also a great way to make certain that I did not miss a heading or subheading. The next tool we'll need will be the styles box. Go up to Home, slide all the way over to Styles, and get the little bitty square. Click that. Word 2010 builds a table of contents using the outline levels hidden inside each one of the headings, heading 1, 2, and 3. The last tool we will need will be the paragraph markers. So we stay on the Home, go up to the P, and turn on the P's. Now here we have a document, Common House Pets. And I'm going to scroll down. And from looking at the navigation pane, it looks like, yes, someone has filled in our heading 1s. We can see heading 1 has blue highlighting around it. So fish is our heading 1. So we're going to need to set up our next two headings, heading 2 and heading 3, to match the formatting that's already in our document. This is easy. All you do is go to what is going to be your future subheading 2, select the whole thing including the P, go over to heading 2 in the styles box, click on the arrow, select update heading 2 to match selection, and click. Now we notice in the navigation pane, introduction is now below fish. To set up the rest of our heading 2s, it's real easy. Select the future heading 2 and click heading 2. I'm going to scroll down and do one more. There we go. Select heading 2, click heading 2. It's just that easy. It is just that easy. Let's set up our heading 3s. Okay, we have a third subheading here, introduction fish. Okay, goldfish will be our third subheading. Okay, again, the first time to set up your formatting, select the whole thing including the P, go over to heading 3, click the little arrow, update heading 3 to match selection, click it, and now we see goldfish is underneath types of fish. That's our heading 3. To set the rest of them, I'm scrolling down, select the future heading 3, click heading 3, select the future heading 3, click heading 3. And that is how you set up your document, going through establishing your headings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many you've got. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this document, and I'll be right back. And welcome back. As we can see, let's expand the navigation pane a little. There's our fish as our heading 1, introduction, types of fish, our subheading 2s, subheading 3s. This is the structure that Word will build our future table of contents out to. And that's all there is to setting up your document. Let's go on to the next part. Part 2. Inserting your table of contents. Welcome back. Now, the second part, inserting our table of contents, the only tool that we need will be our paragraph markers. So I'm going to kill the navigation pane, slide over here, and kill the styles box. let's scroll down here in between our title page and our document. That's where we're going to put our table of contents. So we're going to have to create a page. It's real easy. First thing, not the bottom P, but the second to bottom P. We're going to put in a section break, next page. We're going to do 2 of these. So let's go up to page layout, click, hit breaks, go all the way down to section breaks, next page, click. Now this gives us the top of our next page. We're going to go all the way down, not the bottom P, but the second to bottom P. We're going to put in another one. Page layout, breaks, section break, next page, click. Now we scroll up, and there's our 2 section breaks. Now I'm going to hit enter quite a few times to give myself some room here. Scroll up, there's our title page. Scroll down, there's the rest of our document. Okay, now we're ready to do some inserting. Not the first P, skip over that. I'll show you why when we get to formatting. Hit the second P. This is real easy. Go up to references, click. Go over to table of contents, click. Slide all the way down to insert table of contents, click. Skip everything on this for now. Go straight to options, click. All the way up, no styles, uncheck. Straight down, outline levels, yes, we want a check mark there. We're done. Click OK. Go straight up. We do not want to use hyperlinks. This one is for print. So we're going to uncheck that. All the way down to show levels. We only want to show 3 levels because that's all we've got. Formats from template is good. Tab leader, yeah, I like the little dots. Right align page numbers, yes. Show page numbers, well, duh. Yeah, it's kind of why we're doing this. Okay, we're done. Let's go down to OK. 3, 2, 1, pow. And there we go. There's our table of contents. You are now the proud owner of one big, wide, plain, ugly table of contents. Okay, we're done here. Now let's go over to the next part, figure out how to fix this little sad puppy up. Part 3. Formatting your table of contents. Come to the part I think everybody wants to know about. How to take this boring whole page table of contents and turn it into something like what you see in the magazines and the books. First things first, let's get control over this width here. Shrink this in some. Put your insertion point right, the paragraph marker, right above your table of contents. Let's go to page layout, go to the little corner, click page setup. Now, where it says margins, we're going to go and increase our left and right margins. I'm going to increase the left to 2.3. I'm going to increase the right to 2.3. Now, make certain apply to this section. Click OK. Where'd the numbers go? Not a problem. Click on your table of contents, right click, and go Update Field. Go to the bottom choice, Update Entire Table. Click OK. There we go. Word has simply reinserted your table of contents into the new margins that you have set. Now, let's see. Oh, very important. Click on your table of contents. Right click. Let's go to Edit Field. Click that. This one little checkbox right here, Preserve Formatting During Updates, check that. This way, if you update your page numbers or if you update your table, all the formatting you do will stay. You will not have to redo it. Now, let's attack this thing. select the very first line, including the P, of your first indent, of your first heading. Now we format as normal. I'm going to change that to Verdana. I'm going to make it 16 and bold. Now notice, every first level heading has changed accordingly. This is how it's done for changing your indentation, for changing your fonts, and for changing the space in between your lines. Now let's see. Let's change the font on our introduction, our level 2 headings. Let's make that Arial and make that 12. And again, every heading 2 has now changed. Let's select our very first heading 3, go with the smaller Tahoma, leave it at 11. There we go. Now that's better, but we're not done yet. Let's change our indentations. Select the very first heading level 2, be certain to get the P. Right click, go to paragraph. Here where it says indentation, guess what? Okay, we're going to increase our left indent. The higher the number, the more indented it becomes, to 0.3. I'm going to click OK. Now I know it looks like they're all in a straight line, but I'm going to go to my heading 3s and push them in some. Right click, go to paragraph, indentation, and we're going to increase that to 0.6. There we go. That's looking more like table of contents. Now, let's get control, last thing, get control over the white space in between the lines. Select the whole very first heading 1, right click, go to paragraph, where it says spacing. Make sure it's single spaced, 0 points for after, and we're going to bump up the before space to 18 points. Now watch what happens. See, now the fish group's more its own group, cats is more its own group, and dogs more its own group. Now we're going to decrease the amount of space in between the rest of our headings. Select your very first heading 2, right click, paragraph, single space, 0 for after. This time I'm going with just 4 points of space. Now they've tightened up. We'll do our heading level 3s. Again to paragraph, single space, nothing after, and just 2 points of space between our heading 3s. Now look what we've got. Let's go to home, turn off our paragraph marks. Now that looks a whole lot better. One finishing touch. You cannot have a table of contents without stating the blatantly obvious. There we go. Change that to Bookman Old Style. Up it to 16, italics, center. Now, one last thing. Turn our paragraph marks back on. If you notice that your lines have spilled off onto the next page, just select them, delete them. There's our body. Turn our paragraph marks off. And there's our table of contents. Zoom out just a little. There you go. And that's how it's done. You all have you a good day and enjoy your new toy.